Good morning. Welcome to Meditation App Space. My name is Luna, and this morning I will be sharing with you a session, yoga flowish session, in order to build more flexibility. And so, as we will, yes, we will focus in a lot of areas of the body, but I wanted to dedicate it more and to focus more today in opening the heart space. So we're gonna be really doing this little flow and just like this all of these exercises of flexibility and mobility, spine mobility, really focusing on opening up from the heart space and Anahata chakra. This is like the chakra for heart space where we hold a lot of emotions, and maybe many times it's kind of closed, and as we move it and we work towards open it, it's open, like you are being receptive to open, to receive, to see each experience in life instead of something that happens to you or something that someone did to you, rather to see it as an experience, as an opportunity to grow, with an open heart, open to what's to come. And really, if you think, for example, when we are closed or when we are hanging on too much into something that's maybe not for us and just does not belong, but it's for us, sometimes it's really hard to see that. So think about it as having your hand open or closed, just like holding water into it. So if there's like water running and you want to hold to it and you close your hand, like the water is gonna, it's impossible to really grab the water in your hand. Rather than if you keep your hand open as water runs down, you keep the water if it's meant to be there. So it's kind of like the same thing when when things happen, when situations happen, people happen, and many times because of wounds of the past, because of things um, that happens in life, like we start to getting close, and it's a very like a very amazing opportunity that we get to have every day to open up our heart space, to be more connected with the chakra of the heart. Um, yeah, I really believe in this, and to stay open from the heart, to stay. Also, this is in an emotional level, on a physical level, though. If the age of a person is measured by the flexibility that you have on your spine. So it is to me really opening, eye opening, and just really refreshing every time I work on my heart opening, that I get connected to my Anahata chakra. So yeah, today we're gonna be working on that. All you're gonna be needing for this class is body length space, your mat, and just being open and receptive to what's to come. So you're gonna get started in a comfortable seated position first. Just rolling the shoulders back and forth. And I'm gonna start warming up the shoulders. So first of all, just keep your hands, and if you see, I can see myself here in the video, sometimes we tend to be like more into leaning to one side and we think we're straight, but actually we just like really need to rebalance and reset ourselves. So try to figure out and see and just feel where your center is, okay? So once we are rebalanced, keep your hands in line with your shoulders, and we're gonna start just like making little poses as if you were going to fly with your hands towards the ground. And up front, and flip your hands and then towards the other side. And then bend your elbows, and we're gonna go up, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're gonna start feeling the heat soon. And we're gonna go opening up the heart, bringing shoulder blades together, hands up front, and then open up from the heart space. And release your hands. Notice the sensations on your shoulders just for a little bit. We're gonna go bring your arms up one more time, but just notice the sensations on your shoulders at the moment. The heat of it. Bring your hands up, and now, as if you're gonna open up a door, an imaginary door, with your right hand and twist all the way. We're gonna go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and to the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and with both. 10, 9, 7, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let it go. Notice the sensations on your shoulders. Move your arms towards one side and towards the other. Just releasing. And we're gonna go before we go to the cat-cow pose. I'm just doing some spine waves. We're gonna open up from the heart space. So I want you to bring your palm of your right hand towards the ground. And as you inhale, lift your left arm up. This is like one of my favorite poses and stretches from yoga, because I just really feel like you get to sense like how the heart opens here as you bring the left arm above your left ear. So keep opening up from your heart space. And come back to center. Plug the palm of the left hand, and as you inhale, lift the right arm up. And as you exhale, above your head, above your ear, opening up from your heart space. And come back to center. Plug back again the palm of the right hand. Bring the right elbow towards the ground, and as you inhale, lift the left arm up above your ear, opening up from your heart space. Inhale, come back up, and now towards the other side. So plug the palm of the left hand, and as you exhale, bring the left elbow towards the ground, and just bring the right arm up above your head, above your ear, opening up from your heart space. And come back to center. Now this time we're gonna I'm just gonna turn around here so you can see me, maybe even like all the way. So watch how your pinkies come together, pinky fingers, and extend your elbows and bring your heart up towards the sky. And I'm just gonna, if it's possible, to bring your hands all together, if not, as close as you can, behind your back. And just gonna open up from the heart space. Look up towards the sky. Feel the heart opening. Feel how it comes as you bring your belly in. So not really using your lower back. That's something that we tend to do. But rather keep engaging your core. Keep your belly button in towards your spine. And what really comes out is your chest. Your upper back, your shoulder blades together behind your back. Engaging your core, look up towards the sky, and we're gonna hold it here. And release. Now we're gonna go so before we start, I'm gonna go into faces. So bring your hips towards your heels, hands towards your knees. And as you exhale, gonna round your spine, look towards your belly button. And as you inhale, up. And we're gonna hold it here for 30 counts. I'll count in my head and I'll let you know when it's over and when we're gonna go back towards our hollow back. And release. Round your spine. Look towards your belly. Inhale, come back up. Bringing your chest to face the sky. And round your spine again. Look towards your belly. Inhale up. And round your spine. Look towards your belly. And inhale, come back up to center. So we're gonna go to our cat-cow pose. So bringing your shoulders to become stacked right above your wrists, knees open, hip width apart. And as you inhale, look up towards the sky, thinking cow pose. And as you exhale, round your spine, look towards your belly. Inhale, cow, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. We're going to start doing some spinal waves. So as you inhale and go to your cow pose, bring your hips towards your heels, and almost when they're about to touch your heels, round your spine and come all the way to the center, thinking cat pose. Exhale, cow. Inhale, shift the weight forward as you round your spine, cat pose. Inhale, cat. Bring your hips towards your heels. Exhale, round your spine, shift the weight forward, cat. And out to your own rhythm. And towards the other side. Now think about rounding your spine. Think cat pose. Bring your hips as you shift your weight towards your heels. Bring your hips towards your heels, and now Inhale, shift the weight forward, think cow pose. Exhale, cat. Bring your hips back. Inhale, cow, without bending your elbows. So your elbows stay as straight as possible, but we're really moving here, it's the spine. And we're gonna stay in child's pose. As you bring your arms forward, slide your hands forward, bring your forehead towards the ground. Think child's pose here. Spread your fingers apart. Inhale, come back to center. Your shoulders above your wrists. And as you inhale, lift the right arm up towards the sky. And as you exhale, thread the needle. Right hand comes in between the left hand and the left foot, left leg. Bringing your shoulder towards the ground. And as you inhale, lift the left arm up. You can stay here or just come to grab your right thigh, opening up from the heart space. As if the chest wants to look up towards the sky. And inhale, come back to center. Plug the palm of the right hand towards the ground. And as you inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky. Looking for the space, creating space. And as you exhale, thread the needle with the arm in between the right hand and the right foot. Inhale, lift the left arm up. And as you exhale, try to reach for your thigh. And exhale, release. Come back to center. Feel your breath. Connect to it, to your prana, to that life force. And we're gonna go walking your hands forward. As we were in child's pose, bringing the hips towards your heels, and then shifting the weight forward. You're gonna spread your feet apart. Bring your hands towards your fingertips, and as you inhale, lift into cobra. Inhale up. Exhale, child's pose. 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 Just like giving some mobility to your hip flexors. Also rolling the shoulders away from the ears as you come forward into cobra. And come back. I'm gonna go into downward facing dog, so tuck your toes under. And as you exhale, lift your hips towards the sky. And say yes with your head, say no. And just notice the sensations, the back part of your legs, your hamstrings. Maybe this is your first downward dog of the day. If you haven't done any downward dog before the session. So just start bending one knee and the other, just feeling the sensations behind your legs. And now bend your knees as you bring your chest and your core closer to your thighs. And now start twisting your feet. See towards one side, into twisted dog. And now towards the other side. Just feeling the sensations in the back. Come to downward facing dog again. And come thinking cat pose. And as you inhale, think cow. As you do the spinal waves, also come to a plank pose, shifting the weight towards your hand, thinking cow pose as you go backwards. And as you inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. And as you exhale, bend your knees if you want to touch your left thigh, your left glute, with your right heel. And as you exhale, bring the right foot towards the ground. And as you inhale now, from there, lift your heart, pressing and plugging the sole of the left foot towards the ground into wild thing. Inhale, come back to center. Lift the right leg up, and as you exhale, draw your knee towards your chest, right knee, and step the right foot in between your hands. Drop the left knee towards the ground, and as you inhale, lift your heart up. We're gonna go into Anyayanasana. So you're really shifting the weight and just feeling the sensation on your hip flexor here. You can bring option number one, interlacing your fingers behind your back and opening up through your heart space. Look up towards the sky. Keep sinking in the weight forward. Noticing that your knee does not pass forward your toes. So if this is happening, for example, that is not so good for your knee. So really keep your knee stacked right on top of your ankle, knee behind your toes, and from there really engaging your core. Think on opening up from your shoulder blades. So as you interlace your fingers, open up from your heart space, look up towards the sky. Come forward, extending the right knee and just bringing the chest closer to your thigh. As you forward fold, bringing your chin towards your knee. Maybe your hands can go backward. Maybe you can lift the toes off the ground. Come back. Forward, shift the weight forward. Plug the palm of the left hand in front of the right foot, and with your right hand, just push the right knee away from you as you extend your elbow, your right elbow, and look above your right shoulder. Bend the right knee, the left knee, and try to catch your left, I'm so confused, I'm sorry. Your left foot with your right hand. I was just like looking towards the camera and then on my side, like, where's my foot? Which foot am I grabbing? And we're gonna go back to center. So we're gonna do the same thing right now to catch the opposite foot with the right hand, but rather this time, just if it's possible and if it feels comfortable for you, do it. And if not, just keep plugging in the left palm of your hand, the left Yeah, left palm of the hand. And if not, bring the left forearm towards the ground. With the left forearm, really be very stable. Lift the left foot and try to catch it with your right hand as you keep looking up, feeling that stretch in your left quad. And we're going to hold it here for a while. Breathe in. And release, let it go. Start walking the right foot backwards as you bring the right knee close to the left one, bringing your toes together, extending your knees, spreading them width apart, and bringing your hips towards your heels as we go into child's pose. Bring your forehead towards the ground. Notice the difference of one side of the body and the other side. Inhale, look forward. Slide your hands forward. Come to as if you're gonna go into a cat-cow pose. Bringing your knees hip width apart distance, and slide your hands forward as you bring your chest and your chin towards the ground. And hold it here into puppy pose. Inhale, come back up to center. Walk your hands forward. Inhale, upward facing dog. Now push with your feet, shifting and lifting the weight of the knees off the ground, rolling your shoulders away from your ears. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Say yes with your hand. Say no. Releasing any tension that you may have or any resistance you may find in your neck area. Now from here, you're going to bring the right hand towards the left ankle and look underneath your left arm. Inhale, plug the palm of the right hand towards the ground, and we're going to go to the other side. So from here, bring the left hand towards the left foot and look out towards the sky underneath your right arm. If this is not possible, you can also go above your knee or a little bit lower, but don't really grab from your knee. And come back to center. Now inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky into three-legged dog. As you exhale, bend the left knee as if you want to touch the right glute. Really twisting from the center and start shifting the weight as you start twisting around your right foot. Plug the left sole of your left foot towards the ground, and then as you inhale, push with your hand and really plug in the sole of the right foot. Inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky into Wild Thing Skandasana. Inhale, come back to center. Lift the left foot up towards the sky, and as you exhale, draw the right knee towards your chest and step the left foot in between your hands. Drop the right knee. Inhale, lift your chest up. And we're going to go into Anya Yanasana. As you sink in, then you shift the weight forward, really feeling the hip flexor, your psoas, not just your back. But back bends also has a lot to do with the flexibility that your quad and your psoas give you. So it's really important to keep that area flexible and to also focus on that. So once again, left knee, not passing your toes. Just hear the sensation for a while. You can interlace your fingers behind your back and open up from your heart space. So really pushing backwards. Look up towards the sky. Bring your shoulder blades together. Come back up. Extend the left knee and forward fold. You can nice stretch your hamstring there. You can also lift the left toes off the ground. Walk your hands backwards into half Hanuman. Lengthening through your spine. Inhale, come back to center, shifting the weight forward. Now plug the palm of the right hand in front of the left foot. Inhale, lift your chest, and with your left hand, push the left knee away from you as you extend your left shoulder, elbow, and look above your left shoulder. Now from here, bend the right knee and try to catch your right foot with your left arm, with your right hand. Look above your left shoulder. Keep breathing. Now, as you exhale and release, bring if it's possible, if not, keep and plug back again the right palm of your hand. And if not, bring your right forearm towards the ground. As you inhale, lift your left arm and try to catch your right foot with your left hand. Inhale, release. Plug your hands back towards the ground. Start shifting the weight backwards, bringing your knees together. And bringing your hips towards your heels as you slide your arms forward and bring your forehead towards the ground. Inhale, look forward. Slide your hands forward. Readjust your knees to bring them hip width apart and slide into puppy pose again. Bring your chin and your chest towards the ground. Inhale, come back, bringing your hips towards the ground. Bring your hands close to your chest. And as you inhale, lift your chest up away from the ground, rolling your shoulders away from your ears and into Cobra. Look up towards the sky. And exhale, come backwards. Walk your hands towards your feet. We're going to go into Ustrasana. So bringing your knees hip width apart. Bring your hands first, your fingers pointing towards your shoulder blades, palms of your hands towards your sacrum. And as you exhale, push your hips forward and look up towards the sky. If this is too intense, then maybe what you want to do first is bring the right hand towards the right heel and lift the left arm up and stay here in Ustrasana. So really first think on the movement on bringing the hips forward, all right? And if it's too much, as if you have an imaginary wall and what you want to do is like bring your pelvis close towards the wall. If it's too much as well with one hand, then what you can do is tuck your toes and from there you go. Because then what's going to happen is you're going to have, I'm going to show you right now in a moment, but what's going to happen is that you're going to have your heels a little bit higher. So it will be less intense on your back and on your upper back to reach. Always, always keep activating your core. That way you're going to really protect your lower back area. And yes, we're activating it, but what we really want to open is from the heart space. Always remember that. Okay, so our last one before we go into our final poses. So tuck your toes under if this is too much. So bring the right hand or it's the right heel as you keep pushing. So it's not this, but keep pushing your hips forward and lift the left arm up. And then you can switch towards the other side. And if not, you can go with both hands towards your heels. Look up towards the sky. Exhale, release. And we're gonna go to the poses that we've been warming up before we do Contra Posture and Shavasana. So extend your knees. As you inhale, lift your arms up. Bring your hands close towards your hips and bring your heels close towards your glutes. All right, so we're gonna do back bends. If it's not in your practice, I will suggest to just go into bridge pose. This is like level 1. So just hiding your shoulders behind your back, interlacing your fingers and extending your elbows. So this would be first posture, right? Option number 1 to do. And if not, we're gonna go into the wheel pose. So what you're gonna basically do is bring the palms of your hands. Your fingers are gonna be pointing towards your shoulders, spreading your fingers apart away from each other, and just bringing the crown of your head towards the ground. And from there, pushing the ground away from you and coming back to your back bend. If you wanna start closing your back bend, then what you're gonna do, instead of bringing your feet towards your hands, it's gonna be your hands towards your feet. And hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the crown of your head towards the ground again. Walk your hands a little bit closer towards your feet. And push the ground away from you once again. Opening up into your back bend. And a little bit closer. Pushing the ground away from you. And release. Ooh. Bring your knees towards your heart space. Hug your knees. Rock your back towards one side and towards the other side. We're gonna go into the Contra Posture of what we just did. There's core work. So bringing your hips or your knees towards your heart space, extend your knees. We're gonna go into boat pose. So really engage your core. I'm gonna hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Really extending your knees. 3, 2, 1. And hollow body. So really making contact with your lower back towards the ground. We're going to hold it here for 10. If you want to bring your arms above your head, that's okay. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hug your knees towards your chest. Rock from one side to the other side. Just giving a nice massage to your lower back. And I'm just gonna go a little bit forward so you can see. So now as you inhale, and in this posture, please don't try to look around or look side to side, sideways. So what we're gonna basically do is lift the hips off the ground, bringing your feet up towards the sky. So you try to make like a shoulder stand, and very slowly start bringing your feet behind your head. So place the palms of your hands. Inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky. Bring your hands towards your sacrum. Keep hiding your shoulders and your elbows behind your back. And as you exhale, bring your feet above your head. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Contra posture or also back bends. Extending your knees. And as you exhale, release. Bring your knees towards your chest. Spread your arms in line with your shoulders and sinking your knees towards one side of your body. As you look above your left shoulder, in this case, I'm sinking in my hips towards my right, looking above my left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale towards the other side. Now sinking your knees towards the left side and look above your right shoulder. And inhale, come back to center. We're going to enter into Shavasana. So extend your knees and let your feet just melt towards the sides of your body, not width apart. Maybe you can give yourself a nice hug, separating the shoulder blades away from each other. And just sinking in. Leave your palms of your hands to face the ceiling. Release the tongue inside your mouth, let it float. Relax the skin in your forehead. And you can stay here for as long as you want, or very slowly following along. Because of time-wise, we don't have much time left, but start moving your toes, your fingers, your wrists, your ankles, your arms, your legs, waking up the body. Bring your hands and your arms above your head and really stretch from the tip of your toes all the way to the tip of your fingers, as if someone's pulling you apart, and or as if you just woke up. Bring your knees towards your chest and sink in towards the right side, giving space to the left side of your body, to your heart space to expand. And as you inhale, start coming up to a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed, relaxing, letting the tongue float inside your mouth, relaxing the skin in your forehead and your face, and just observe sensations in your body, if something changed after the practice or not. Very slowly start opening up your eyes. Just feeling gratitude for being here, for have given yourself this space to disconnect and reconnect with yourself, to open up from your heart space, to open up and be open to gratitude, more receptive, and just start the day with an open heart. So thank you for so much for joining me tonight, this morning, and see you next time. Namaste. The love and light in me recognizes and sees the love and light in you. And see you next time. Have a happy Wednesday. Bye.